Welcome back to Inside South Florida. Mothers Against Drunk Driving, also known as MADD, has made great advancements in the fight against drunk driving. Well, here is Heather Geronemus to tell you how you can do your part to help them raise even more money and awareness. She's one of our favorite guests, although she only comes by once a year, which I take personally. But when you are here, it's great to have you here. Heather Geronemus, good to see you. How are you?
I'm great, and I will come back more than once a year.
Please, at least twice.
Okay,
all right, so I think most people know, but not all. So MADD is what?
So Mothers Against Drunk Driving is MADD. We've been in existence for 35 years. For the nation's leading organization preventing drunk and drug driving. We've been behind all the major things that have moved us forward in drunk driving prevention, such as the seatbelt law and moving the legal blood alcohol level limit to 0.08. And those are the kind of things that we work on day in and day out across the country and here in South Florida.
But every day you hear about somebody drinking and driving and something bad happening, so that's obviously frustrating for you. Do you feel like you're making progress? I'm sure you'd like to make more progress. It's a tough challenge, right?
So you know me, I like to face challenges head on, and I always want things done before they're started. So yes, it seems like it's a long process. I've been involved with MADD for almost 7 years now. But some encouraging news is, as of last year, we lost just under 10,000 people to drunk driving in this country. It's the first time in the history of Mothers Against Drunk Driving that it's been lower than 10,000 people. That's still 9,999,000 people too many, right. But we're making a change. We know that the activism and the advocacy that Mothers Against Drunk Driving is doing is working. But we also don't let the 10,000 number make you feel like, okay, we can solve this, because there's also over 350,000 injuries from drunk driving every year, and there's more things that go unreported, and there's more people. The amount of people that report that they drive drunk is larger than the state of Texas. So, and those are just people that report it. They report it, and they aren't getting caught.
Right. Okay, so let's just say that you could have, and let's say you hit the Powerball, right? The 1.3 billion.
Sure.
And by the way, we're taping this on a Monday. It airs on a Sunday, so maybe you did win Powerball. So congratulations. Except I won, so this is my last interview ever. We can share. Okay. So now we said it on TV. Now we have to. So you hit the Powerball. You've got $1 billion to spend however you'd like. How would you like to spend that money to help the cause?
So the technology exists to end drunk driving with cars. So through your palms or your breath, a car could actually be stopped if you emit 0.08 or greater through your palms or your breath. So it's not a traditional interlock, which you see is put on someone's car if they've already offended. This is technology that will be available on cars in our lifetime that will literally be the end of drunk driving. So if I won the Powerball, I would put my money there and hope to speed up that process and get that in cars faster.
We haven't mentioned this yet, but tell us your story and why you're involved with MADD.
Sure. So nearly 7 years ago, my father was crossing the street after attending a medical conference dinner on a really nice day like today. He was crossing the street on foot, and he was struck and killed by a drunk driver who not only made the bad decision to drink and drive, but he crashed into my father, threw him 75 feet, and continued to drive. He was apprehended by the help of a concerned citizen and an off-duty cop until an officer that was on duty could come and assist. And then when he got out of the car, he said that he hit a mailbox. Now this is on Brickell, much like here in US 1, there's no mailboxes there. And I'll never really know whether or not he was just that drunk or if he was lying, but regardless, my dad will never be back. And today, actually, that person was released from prison. So it's it's an emotional day, but it's great to be here and talk about things that we're doing to create change.
And you literally just found out about that a couple of hours ago.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you got an alert that said he's out of prison.
Yep, very kind of cold, unfeeling alert saying status change of Richard Anthony Doval. He's free, and here we are.
Yeah, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. It's tough to talk about, but the welling up of emotions must be tough for you. I'll never not be heartbroken over the loss of my dad, and I'll never, the sadness will never go away, but I'm really invigorated by the support this community has brought together. We weren't doing any fundraising here in Broward County before I lost my dad to a drunk driver, and now in the last 5 years, we've raised almost $750,000. We have brought together thousands of people. We work with BSO, we work with FHP, we work with
the governor, we work with the mayor, we work with all the city commissioners, and we bring together this amazing walk and run in April, and the community is getting the message, and we're making change. So I'm sad, but also motivated.
All right, so let's talk about this walk and run in April. And by the way, phenomenal athlete is sitting right here, training to be an Ironman. Is it an Iron Woman, or are you an Iron Man?
I think everyone's just an Iron Man.
Just an Iron Man.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
So this walk run is fun, but also can be competitive too, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. So give us some details about it.
So on April 24th, we'll have the 6th annual Walk Like MADD. We're honoring Sheriff Israel, who's really put his whole team on board with prevention of drunk driving in Broward County. So we're excited to honor him. It's a really uplifting day. It's not a day about death and sadness and injury. It's a day about bringing together the community and showing everyone in the community that they can create change just by making a simple decision. I've shared this with you before. This is not a disease that you're dealing with. Most of the people that sit in this chair are talking to you about something that we haven't cured yet. We don't need a cure for drunk driving. We just need people to decide person by person to make a change. All you have to do when you're, today's Monday in my office, people are making decisions about what they're doing on Friday night. And I always, if I hear things like that, I always say, how are you getting home? Because it's just that simple. All you have to do is make a choice to make a good decision.
It's never been easier, right?
Exactly.
With all of these car services now that in 5 minutes, less 2 minutes, will come pick you up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, and there's a kickoff event. You've got stuff all year long, really, right?
Yeah. Well, we try to. We want to raise awareness all year long. So, in concert with BSO, we do checkpoints all year long. We do. We're trying to raise money all year long with different restaurants and partners and things like that. But to really officially kick off our fundraising season on January 27th, which is a Wednesday at Art Serve, we will have a mocktail party. So we're not serve with the cocktails. Our partner LaCroix will be serving up mocktails. Brio Tuscan Grill will have a great spread of food, and we're going to bring in a speaker from the MADD National Board to talk about his personal story and why it's important that everybody support Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
I went a year ago, and it's a great event, and the mocktails are delicious. Nothing wrong with a good mocktail.
I love the mocktail.
Yeah, of course. All right, and if people want to get involved, they want to join the dash, the walk, they want to help you raise money, how can they do all this?
Everyone, you can find all of the information on walklikemadd.org/Fort Lauderdale.
All right, super easy. So as we say goodbye, Heather, what do you want to tell what do you want to tell the community at large, whether it's somebody who does drink and drive or somebody that lost somebody to drinking and driving? What message would you like to share?
So I think the most important thing is just what I said, that everyone has the power to change this. This is not a disease that needs a cure. This is a simple decision-making process, and you can't make the decision when you're already out drinking. You need to make the conscious decision before you go out to figure out how you're going to get home. Either don't take your car or have a designated driver, or just really think about it. Think it all the way through, because God forbid you're the person, you make the bad decision and you leave someone like me behind.
Right. That's the thing, you're not just impacting your own life.
Absolutely.
You're the person whose life gets impacted the least, usually.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so now you've promised me you're coming back twice a year.
Yes.
If one of us hits Powerball in a couple of days, apparently we're sharing it.
We're going to end drunk driving.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
All right.
Great to see you, and
Great to
we'll
see
see
you
you soon,
too.
okay? All right, thanks, Heather.
Thank you.
You got it.